Hey YouTube, welcome to Harvey's Reef. Today we are going to talk a little bit, just real quickly, about this tank. It hasn't been doing very well. The anemones are kind of shrunk up, and I think I've talked about why before, but if not, I will go into more detail later. But I wanted to tell you that we've decided to change this tank out because under the sump, I bought this tank and I just got this cabinet from Home Depot, and it's not made for an aquarium, so it doesn't really drain the humidity properly, and you can see it's molding here and it's starting to fall apart. And I'm also not positive that's not what my issues are with this tank. I thought it was an alkalinity swing, but I think it's possibly due to the cabinet falling apart and chemicals getting into the water. I'm not sure. So we've just decided to replace it. We've got an Planet aquarium coming in that's going to be a 24 by 24 by 24 cube, and it will go in the same spot. But we decided to go ahead and start it all over, get new aquascape, new sump, new everything, because this one has bubble algae and some other issues, and we just decided to get a clean start. So we're going to take you on that process now. Okay, here we are at the kitchen table, and we have drawn out the exact dimensions of our new aquarium on here, and we actually have the overflow there, which is approximate, but it's going to be really, really close, and the other sizes are all exact. So we're going to make the aquascape out of these carob sea shapes, and we have a bunch of them. We're going to glue them together in kind of a arch slash cave area that Emily has designed and drawn up, and we sat at the fish store for quite a while on the floor putting these pieces together, and she thinks she can do something really nice out of it. And we're going to use a new technique that we saw on Tidal Gardens, what they used, and we bought the exact glue they used. It's a thin super glue, and you use it in combination with sand in the joints, and between the two they said you get a concrete type seal that when you try to break them apart, you actually will break the rock before you break the seal. So I've never tried this technique. We epoxied our last ones, and I've never really cared for the way they turned out. Some of them are kind of fragile, so we're going to give this a shot. And I believe this is the method, if you guys have been watching the BRS builds that are going on right now, I believe this is the method they use also. So we are going to try it out, and we will let you know how it's going along the way. Hey guys, well, you can see we have moved our operation out to the garage. We learned that this glue is really strong stuff, and styrofoam is a terrible idea to put as a protection against the table. And if you do decide to use this glue and use styrofoam as your protector, just be ready for the glue to melt right through the styrofoam and to glue sand to your wife's custom made table cover, which does not make the wife very happy. Anyhow, now we're out in the garage. It's hot, but we're gonna make it. Okay, so what you can see is we are gluing these two rocks together, and what we've done is we've laid sand on top, and then we put that glue just right over the sand, and that glue is super thin, but it gets through all the cracks on this sand, and you see it's pretty good bond here. So I think this is gonna work out really well. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. We're going for a big arch, and it's going to sit in the aquarium like this, and then we've got the side. The side is also able to be seen from that room, so then we've got an arch here too. So this should give plenty of room for anemones to grow and clownfish to hide. So hopefully this will be fun. And then we're going to add some more just to kind of make it look more finished out. But this is the start. Okay guys, we've been working on this a few hours, and I think we've got something we like pretty well. So it's hard to get the scope of the thing on a camera, but it's got a lot of nice 3D elements, I think. And this method for me has been the easiest aquascape we've ever done. We've always used either Marco cement or epoxy or that stuff you melt with a hairdryer that Marine Depot sells, and that was the worst of all. But this stuff, I mean, it just glues it so well. But I will warn you guys, if you try it, this glue is no joke. I glued my fingers together. There are pieces of glove glued to this thing, and if you get it on your hands, your skin starts smoking. Like, it is hot as it can be. So be careful. But I don't know why I'm showing you all the back, because you'll never see that from the aquarium, but anyhow, if you wanted to, that's what it looked like. And there you have it. We will update you some more when the aquarium comes in. We're still waiting. It should come in next week, hopefully, and we'll hopefully get this thing in and get it cycling.